Yes.
There you go.
Pull it together, guys. All right.
Welcome.
Episode 27.
27.
For those keeping count or track.
I saw that last week. I was like, damn, 26?
We're getting old. Speaking of getting old, one of our oldest episodes, and interestingly enough, one of our most successful and most watched episodes, is a Flaviar unboxing video. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's actually our most watched video that we've ever done. It's the most popular episode. It's a Flaviar
It is.
unboxing.
Round of applause
so,
for
and
Flaviar.
that was a few years ago.
Damn, it was.
Yeah, it was like 2018, 2019, maybe like 2019, something like that.
Much
anyway,
skinnier in those
here we
videos.
are. Several years later, and we have another Flaviar box. At the time when we reviewed it, I was very confused by the Flaviar process. It was because there was like the little stickers, and I think the idea was that you were supposed to kind of maybe try to figure out what it was without knowing the name of the whiskey or without knowing, much about it. Initially, you're supposed to kind of like test your palate, I think. Yeah. But I was confused by it anyway.
It was still a fun process.
It was a fun process. I had the subscription for a while. Somebody gifted it to me, and I enjoyed it. And we drank Whistle Pig, a bottle of that, thanks to Flaviar.
Very good.
So anyway, here we are. We have another box from Flaviar. It is unopened. It is completely sealed. So you have a knife.
I heard. That's not a knife.
No.
This is a knife.
Oh God. All right. So why don't you do the honors?
Was that a good Crocodile Dundee impression?
That was. Is sufficient, I guess, for our purposes.
We knew who you were talking about.
You knew it was okay. All right, just making sure.
I don't go rogue with that knife. What do you carry that knife around for? Just for protection? Or?
It's an EDC.
Does everybody have a knife? Do you have a knife?
I don't.
You have a knife? You have a knife. All right.
Huh. You don't have a knife?
No.
You know why I started
I
carrying?
used to have one back at the Apple store, and then
You
one
know
of those,
why I
like,
carry a
geniuses
knife?
killed the other. Remember that? Yeah.
Because your brother.
Oh, well.
He's
there
like,
you
you got to carry a knife. And I was like, all right, I will. And I got one. Got a nice one.
Huh.
Here we are.
Oh.
All right.
All right.
Another box. A box within a box.
Within a box.
Nothing else in that box, right? Just trash?
No, just trash.
Here.
And they,
You can give it to me. I'll get rid of it.
there you go. Flaviar, welcome. And I guess order number.
Look at that. All right. Very good.
Now that we've seen the
Oh, okay.
Flaviar boxing slip, it'd be funnier if it was pull parts.
Right.
Flaviar Awards 2022 box. So this is I think they're the best of 2022. These are the ones that everybody liked the most, is my understanding. So just taking our time with that knife. You all right?
Just trying
Need
to,
some help?
okay. Sometimes those boxes, they have those inserts, and you don't know if it's part of the...
If it goes in or out.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. There
Very
we
good.
go.
All right.
Oh, look at this.
Don't hurt yourself. Close that knife.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Ooh, there we go.
This looks cool as shit.
Oh, wow.
And do you want to open this or
set
you
it right
want
up
the
here.
card?
Set it right up here first. Let's do that.
I'll let you read that.
I'll read the card.
This is like the Oscars.
Spiritual journey. All right, here's your personal
BET
ticket to a
Awards.
well-traveled palate. We'll make sure it visits all the must-taste flavors the world of spirits has to offer. Hop on board and let the journey begin. Boom. All right. Very good.
Good shit.
All right, take your tasting box for a spin under the guidance of a spirits expert. Learn what makes great spirits great and get so comfortable with your knowledge you actually might want to share it. So we got a little barcode on the back. Okay, great. So if you scan this, it says you get to explore your next tasting box.
Do you want to...
Let's go ahead and crack this open. Why don't we let's just take the top
So
right
it has like this little thing right here. It says just pull up.
Pull up on that.
I'll just
Pull it up. Oh, don't hurt yourself. Oh my goodness.
Wow. Cheesy pizzas.
I thought it was like a slide out, but it's got like...
It's like a pop.
Yeah, it was like
top.
a pop top.
Pop
It's got
top.
all these little cards and a coaster, I believe. Okay, so yeah, it's like a stone coaster, which is cool. And,
Yes. Okay. So this was, I think, they've done the stone coaster thing. I remember having that.
I have no idea what these are.
They should be like, doesn't it say
It's like a game.
on there what it is? It's a little pull string. Oh, there you go.
Flaviar Awards is celebrating its 10th edition. For a decade, the awards have been the club's most anticipated, most celebrated moment. The moment Flaviar's collective palette of spirits aficionados from all over the world help us isolate and expose the most viral expressions of the previous year. and I won't read the whole thing, but
All right. So this looks like it's a very similar concept, if not the exact same. So there's a bunch of vials in here. They have
got
letters
it. Okay.
on the vials, which is really it probably corresponds, yes, to.
So we did this last time.
Yeah.
Don't,
Okay.
don't cheat though.
It's all good. We're here.
Don't.
Moving.
No.
So you're seeing the cards. You have them.
Yes, I have the cards.
Okay, so you know what we're dealing with.
Yes.
All
So
right.
you match the card to the vial.
Great. Who's got good handwriting? Anybody? No one? Courtney, how's your handwriting? Is it
I'm
okay?
Pretty good topographer.
Okay, great. All right,
That's
so
the word?
here's what we're going
I
to
don't
do.
know about that.
What is
Here's
the
what we're
word?
going to do.
Stenciler?
Yes, stenciler.
All right. I have this board here. This is for this experience.
Little prop?
Right now. Yeah, this little prop. This is a chalkboard. See that?
Okay.
You'll take this off. There's a chalk pen here. All right. You're going to write at the top of this A. We'll start with A. We'll start with vial A.
Okay.
We're going to begin there. We're going to take a quick little nip
Big enough for everyone to see or
out
just
of
us?
A. I mean, I think the camera can see it,
I'll
but
just
yeah,
put
big enough. I mean, you got room there. You're going to do A, B, C, D, and E. So just enough of those, right? All right. So let's give A a shot. I'm going to pass this around. Do a little. Very good. All right. And then I guess what we'll do, we'll see if we can, we'll give A a shot. And we'll just start there. We'll work our way.
How's that, guys?
Set that there.
That looks great.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I think that is beautiful, man. Way to go.
Thanks, man.
Very good.
I feel good about myself.
All right, so here's
Positive,
A.
specific feedback.
Take A.
Okay. Oh, I gotta taste that. Okay.
Oh, yeah, you can, yeah, we'll take the, no, hold on to the board. Just hold on to it for right now.
Safe right here.
Yeah, we'll put it back up in
All
a
right.
second.
Safe right there. All right. A.
All right.
It's like vampire's blood in a vial. I got enough in there.
Just enough so that we can get a little taste. Everybody's going to want some.
Oh, excellent. Thank you.
My gosh, there's so many little cards.
Right.
All right.
That's why I was confused.
Yeah. Oh,
But it starts once we. If I had read the instructions like a normal person, it would have made sense.
yeah. Sample A, B, C. All right, we got all kinds of little sample
Right.
cards in
Yeah.
there.
I didn't taste it. Did you taste it?
No, I
yet,
didn't taste
Taylor?
it yet. I'm just
No. I was kind of waiting for everybody to get some in their cup.
You want some?
Oh, all right. Very cool. So on the back of the little like sampling card, you get a bunch of information about, thank you, about the whiskey in question. All right, great. Very good. So we're going to start off with A. Let's do that. I'm going to set A here.
Cheers, posse.
Let's just do that. We'll start with A, and then we'll get into kind of our first topic, and we'll just kind of start moving our way around these vials. There's so many of them. All right. Vial A back in. Very good.
I just had a taste. Did everybody do a taste or like a?
Are you trying to like rip it like a shot?
That's what I did basically. No, I tasted it, but it was just like enough from one sip. It's good though. Very smoky.
all right.
More of a like a scotchy taste. What you think?
Ooh, that's nice.
Right?
I'm a fan of that.
Tastes like
Very
Christmas.
good.
Yeah. It tastes like
Yeah.
a scotch
That's a
or a rye.
that's like a winter.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Winter
It's
drink
it's
for
like
me.
Christmas.
That's very nice.
I have on a sweater with like a collar. What do you call those sweaters? A rugby?
maybe. Sweater is the word for a Canadian hockey jersey. Also, fun
All right,
fact.
so Stauning whiskey, Stauning Chaos Danish whiskey, triple malt whiskey. That's what we've got here. Here's a little on the back of this
Am I
card.
supposed to write something?
It gives, yeah. So on the board for
Got
A, Stauning whiskey. Here's the name.
How do you spell that?
I'll give that to you right there. And then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna rate it. This is how we're gonna keep track of it.
Great.
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 All right. Great. Stauning whiskey. That is number A, or not number, letter A. Got cocoa, floral, smoky, maple, molasses, orange, toffee, and oak. Love it.
Okay.
Very good. All right.
That's good.
That's great. Okay. All right. Let's get it up in this little stand here. You can hand it to me. I'll try not to smudge it. Boom.
Everyone in the world can see how I write.
That's right. All right. Cheers.
I'm sorry, I did mine.
It's all good.
Is there any more?
Yeah, there's right there. The little A. There's all kinds of whiskey in there, man. Go
Well, I
ahead.
don't want to jump the gun.
Oh, you could just jump away. Jump the gun. Jump it.
All right. Anybody else? Well, it's like a last year.
Yeah, you can go ahead and throw it in there. All right, so Ezra Miller, arrested.
Dun, 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 dun.
He issues an apology.
Down to business.
He's very sorry.
Is he?
I don't know. That's a really great question.
It's a conspiracy theory.
He seems. It felt like a very fabricated post,
It's very.
and it seemed not in line with the accusations that have been levied
Yeah.
against him. If that makes sense, it seemed very like just.
It's a very publicist.
I'm sorry, my mental
Manufactured,
health is not
yeah.
great, and I hope that I will
Get better.
rise above it. But again, kids with bullets in their mouths.
Yeah, bro.
So
And felony burglary,
felony burglary,
whatever that means.
whatever that means. Wizard of Oz. Let's talk more about that. We'll move off Ezra Miller real quick.
What I say?
Wizard of Oz?
Kenya Barris.
Coming back.
What's
Did you
this-
like Wizard of Oz?
as a kid?
Yeah, let's see some hot takes on Wizard of Oz.
Yeah,
real quick.
I think it's a staple, right? You know what I mean? Like, I think it's one thing that we kind of can all familiarize ourselves with like the Wizard of Oz, and like a lot of the tropes in it have been carried on into pop culture. We saw some of that with like the witch stuff in like WandaVision, like when with the house and the legs and your little dog too.
Yeah.
And so I kind of think it's a cinematic staple. Like a lot of the things that come from that movie, I think everyone's seen it. Of course, we got a classic adaptation with The Wiz with Michael Jackson. So I do think it's time for like maybe like a new version of it. I guess I'm glad it's not like one of those IPs that's redone every like 10 years. Like Disney redoes Cinderella every so often.
Yeah, I mean they probably consider it like a classic in many ways. It's kind of hard to
And I think
re-envision.
it's tough. I think the way it was done, because that movie was done in like what, the 40s, 50s,
The
early
20s. I think it's
20s,
the 20s.
right?
I could be wrong.
The technology they had then.
Ooh, 1939.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Do
Rough
not-
time.
Don't pull the room.
Yeah. So I think now to kind of do it, to kind of meet the production expectations of what a movie like that could really be is, I think it would be dope. And I like Kenya Barris.
So you liked Wizard of Oz.
I'm not gonna.
When you were a kid, that came on. You were excited about it. That's the question I'm asking. Like, were you like, oh yeah, let's put on Wizard of Oz?
Yeah, I think it was a special, like when it would come on. So like when it was on, I was like in it. And I was like, yeah, Wizard of Oz, we're watching.
So you were surfing channels. You came across it.
Yeah, I was a little child.
You left it on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Josh, are you a Wizard of Oz guy?
Not really.
Okay.
Really?
I'm glad I'm not alone. I hated Wizard
Yeah.
of Oz.
Really?
Did you like Wizard of Oz? It's okay. You can love it if you want.
You can hate it.
I don't judge. I'm just.
I like The Wiz.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like The Wiz.
I'm probably not gonna watch it.
Okay. Yeah, I never cared for The Wizard of Oz. I
Really?
thought it was very strange. I didn't find any of
Yep.
the characters like very interesting. It felt like a weird, I don't know, it was just all very weird and strange. I never was into it.
Yeah, for me, the strange in that fashion usually equates to like fright. Like I feel like I was
Yeah.
a little like unsure of it. And
Of how I'm
I
supposed
don't really
to
trust
respond.
this.
It
and
was
I don't
weird.
know. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I never
Yeah.
like, I was never finding it. I was
Yeah,
never
it
finding
just
it
seemed
like
a little too abstract.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wasn't funny, wasn't
You know-
entertaining. It was just kind of like weird and scary.
I feel
at
that
times.
way about Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Yeah, I mean
Was
that's
that-
also a little bit of a
Yeah.
stressful
Similar.
film.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sure.
So I
Alice in
I
Wonderland, yeah.
understand. Yeah.
Yep.
It's
Oh.
kind of that space
Yeah.
of like, oh, there we go.
So I totally feel you guys.
Yeah, so I don't need a remake if you want me to be
Really?
honest. No. You can let that one. People that do like Wizard of Oz, and again, I'm speaking to one, so you're obviously going to correct me because I'm probably wrong.
I guess
but I would wager that most people that like Wizard of Oz like it because of like the nostalgia of it.
I think
the time
that's what
and
it
place.
is. Yeah,
And
I
so
relate it to good
by
memories.
like by definition, that's not really like you can't really obtain that like spark again. Like no matter what somebody does, it's always going to fall short. It's kind of like Jaws or Jurassic Park. Like, sure, you can have better looking dinosaurs or whatever at this stage in the game, no doubt. But that the magic of the originals is more about context than it is.
And you
about
can imagine they're going to
the actual
CGI the fuck out of it.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, these flying monkeys.
Yeah.
These-
Can they do that? Can they do flying monkeys in
No.
2022?
This is going to be a CG. It's going to be a CG.
You know what I'm
nightmare.
saying? Like, is that going to offend anybody? Like, I don't know. And like little people, you can't make them like, like you gotta just make a large sized person like an elf, like really small. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess.
I
Yeah,
think
mean,
green
about-
screen, highly zoomed out.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Lord of the Rings did it with.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, with the hobbits. Yeah,
Yeah, but they were regular sized folk. I
They
mean, I
were-
guess they were kind of petite guys. It's not like they were.
that's gonna be tough for him.
Now, do you think people
about it,
like?
yeah.
Could it be offensive to not use?
Ooh, that's tough.
Because it is kind of like. It's weird, you know.
Yeah, it's kind of like we were talking about Alien.
Because now
and
you're giving
last
the role
week
away.
applauding them for using
Native,
Native, cast.
Native Americans.
Yeah.
Am I doubling? Is that the right?
No, I think just one is fine.
I'm
Native.
I'm not
it's
trying to
the
be-
real Native American.
real
What does
Native-
that mean?
Yeah,
Indigenous peoples.
there you
Yes.
go. Indigenous
First
people.
peoples, as they're called in
the
Canada.
first peoples
Yep.
of Native America.
My God.
I'm trying not to like. I'm trying to like really be.
You don't want to cross the line.
Yeah, I don't want
Right.
And yet you opened with a very
Stop it.
questionable story about Chipotle.
God.
I'm
All right.
okay.
All right. So we're gonna take a quick break from
Yeah.
movie, TV news, and all.
We'll
that
go to
good
B?
Stuff. Let's move on to B. So, all right. Before we do that, right?
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and get a little check from the room here. Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Yeah.
Thumbs up. Thumbs up. I liked it. So let's go. Yeah, there's 4 of us here. So out of
check?
4, it gets 4.
4 out of 4.
Yeah, we have 4 out of 4. We all co-sign on it.
4 stars. I forgot how to write.
That's like
a
an
star.
asterisk, but-
That's an asterisk.
It's okay. It's
Yeah.
okay. This is a. We're doing it live.
Yeah, it's all right. All right,
This
4.
is a working. Working set. Gotta go right there. Okay, great. So, just to clarify for those that were interested, the idea again, you don't know what you're drinking. You're gonna taste it. You're gonna get some notes. I think you're gonna get like a sense of what it is, and then because I'm gonna take A out again, right? Boom. You do get these little cards that come.
They're like
with little
small coaster
stickers.
size. Yeah.
They're little stickers, and then you take that bad boy off, and you throw it right on the little vial, so you kind of know what you're getting into.
So if you tune
a
in,
lot
we're
of these-
essentially
a lot of
doing
these
a live
cards.
Flaviar tasting for
we're
you
doing this
guys.
backwards, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Do you think
Oh,
that
you know
people
what? It's
tune in
already-
halfway through the YouTube show episode?
I don't know. I don't know.
Just skip through. Okay, great. So
My father-in-law was like, I watched the whole thing. Start
I think
to
we
finish.
should do
Good
more
for
of a.
him.
If you're just tuning in,
if you're just tuning in, this is Flaviar unboxing. This is Vial A. We're gonna go ahead and pull this sticker off.
Stawning whiskey, 4 stars from the
Stawning
clan.
whiskey. We really enjoyed it. That was actually very.
I liked it. I liked it a lot.
I mean, they all should be pretty good if this is the
I'll say that
pick of 2022, right?
A smelled a lot smokier than it tasted.
It has a smoky aroma with a sweet taste. Yeah. And that one's a little darker.
Yes, this one is
That's looks older.
it's a wee bit darker. All right. Again, going in for just a wee nip here.
All right.
Maybe more than that.
I'll get you some
Sure,
more of
all
that.
of
Get you
this.
some
think
more
so?
of that.
All
Yeah.
right, let's just go.
There you go.
All right.
There it is.
We'll just kill the vial rather than trying to be modest with these
let's not
vials.
Be modest. I get. Here's the cat. I'll send that.
Oh, it says on the thing like where it's from and what it is, and I didn't know that. Look at the vial.
Oh yeah, whiskey and the product of USA. Check that out. All right, great. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit of a deviation, guys. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I'm cheating because I'm looking at these cards. I know what we're dealing with. I'm just going to preface that this is not whiskey, guys. So get ready.
Well, product of Dominican Republic.
That's
gave
when I
that
saw
away.
it. I was like,
Hey.
Yep.
hey.
He didn't
hey.
say anything. For those that don't know, Flaviar does more than whiskey. I think at the time when we were kind of getting into it, I think whiskey was kind of like what they did. I guess
Yeah.
It's Courtney's fault. Courtney
They did
drank
more
it.
than that.
It
Okay,
is my
all right.
fault. I'm sorry. I told
So-
Taylor to go hard.
No, it's all good, dude. Yeah, he did, and I didn't really go hard.
He did.
I mean,
It
this
might
is
have been like
kind of a
between
modest
us.
size.
Yeah.
I don't know. The vials are small. It's not enough for 4 people.
You want to split mine? I have enough. Yeah.
It's fine.
You sure? Okay.
All right. I'll grab this vial from you. I'll throw the sticker
You
on
want to
it.
do and then we talk the next topic? Give me the
Yeah,
name.
yeah,
and
yeah.
then
So this
we'll-
is
okay.
Brugal, Brugal.
Brugal.
Yeah, I'll hand you the little vial so you can check it out.
Brugal.
1888 rum.
1888
Bam, it's right there, man.
rum.
Yes, sir. Now, are you rum guys? You guys drink rum? Rum?
Not so much anymore. Used to.
Used to?
Yeah.
Now,
I used to be a real rum and coke kind of person.
rum and coke kind of
Yeah.
guy. Okay. What about you, Courtney? Are you a rum
Yeah.
guy?
I big up on like Kraken and like I cut a lot of vodkas with like Malibu. So yeah, I'll say yeah.
You cut a lot of vodkas with Malibu.
Yeah, like if I make my wife drinks, we'll cut like some whatever type of vodka with like some Malibu rum or something like that.
Okay.
Like when I'm making a cocktail.
Interesting.
Sorry, I didn't say. Yeah,
Very good.
should have prefaced with that.
That's all good. All right, so let's get into this rum real quick. It smells great.
Smells good.
I always think rum smells really good.
Yes, it
It
does.
really,
Yeah.
really does.
Also,
Yep.
it's very island dependent.
Yeah.
Wow, this is great. You usually think of rum being extremely sweet.
Yeah, that holds up.
This is not. This is.
Oh, this is really good.
This is very good.
It's becoming a rum show, guys. I've always thought like that rum was going to overtake whiskey at some point.
good.
I think it's a like
Because it did for a long time.
it's a very interesting.
It's gonna turn me into Jack Sparrow.
Yeah. My gosh. Very good. Speaking of Jack Sparrow, boom, Johnny Depp coming back to the
That's delicious.
what is that show? What's the movie? Not the show. The
Pirates of the Caribbean.
No, not that.
No.
The Harry Potter thing.
Fantastic Beasts.
That one, yeah.
Yeah,
Apparently, rumor on the street
he's not guilty.
is he might be coming back. I don't really know how that happens. Like, how does he come back? He can't have the same. Does he have the same role?
Did
as
the
he took
character
over?
die? Because I don't remember.
No, I don't watch him.
Remember?
I watched the first one. I thought it was really bad.
The
out.
third one was bad.
Paul's not dead. He's
Okay.
in prison. So
He'll break out.
As a fan of Harry Potter and the whole thing,
Yep.
if Johnny Depp was to come back as Grindelwald again, I would not be mad.
Yeah. Okay.
right, okay.
So
Grindelwald.
you're for it. You want him to come back.
I was never a Harry Potter fan.
Okay. I love
And
the
that's no-
original series. Fantastic Beasts was not for me.
No discredit to the Harry
You did
Potters.
not like
I just
Harry
don't know Harry Potter.
But did you watch the movies?
I did watch the Harry Potter movies.
Like 1 through 7.
Honestly, I can't say I saw 7 Harry Potter movies.
The two. Okay. So you're not like.
No, I couldn't even tell you.
You're far enough out there. Like, you're like, I don't
couldn't-
even know if I've seen them all.
Yeah, I don't even know.
All right. Very good.
That was really good.
All right. The rum?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I
Wow,
thought I
yeah.
was confused for a second. I thought you were saying
Solid.
that Harry Potter was really good.
Can you get some price point and distribution of that?
Oh, of the
Oh my gosh,
1888.
I'd love to.
Oh yeah, that is a good idea.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, why don't we pull up some
I'm on it,
prices
boys.
on these?
No problem.
And while you're at it, we can get the price of the other one too.
We're not the brains up here. We're just
No, I got
just
it.
talent.
Did you write? Okay, you wrote Brugal down.
Yep,
That's correct.
Brugal.
Okay,
ST.
18.
What's the first one?
Each drink, my writing's gonna get worse.
The first one,
STAU.
Stauning Whiskey, Stauning Whiskey with no E.
Is that 4 stars across the board?
The rum for sure.
Yep.
Very good.
4.
Very good.
All right, there we go.
I really enjoyed the fact that that was in the cut here. We're
Well,
gonna
it's
go
only
5.
4 of us.
It's a ghost.
Well, I've already written 4, and I don't have an
Ghost
eraser.
rating. All right. No, 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 all right.
But that was good, man. I
Johnny
really
Depp's
like
coming
that.
back
Johnny Depp.
in a big way.
Again, man, I prefaced this when the trial ended. I said he's going to be back because it's going to be his redemption tour. He's going to all the franchises that did him dirty. He's going to be right back on. So.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. I feel like if I were in his position, I might just disappear for a little bit. Take a break.
Spend your extra 50 mil. Doing what? What would you
He
do?
wasn't awarded 50 mil.
What was he awarded?
I think it was like 10.
Oh yeah, that sucks.
She didn't have it. She doesn't have it either way.
Right. She's gonna.
He's never going to see that.
Yeah, he'll never see that. This is about principles, not about money.
Yeah.
Next topic.
Black Adam.
Yeah.
The Rock.
Yeah,
The Rock
yeah,
said, "Oh shit."
So apparently, him and Shazam, the two of them are supposed to share an origin story film.
They are supposed to be like Black Adam is supposed to be the antithesis of Shazam, but their powers come from the same.
All right. Let's back up real quick. In like one sentence or less, who's Shazam?
A kid who stumbles into a wizard who grants him the powers of the almighty Shazam.
So Shazam
Shazam and
is
he
a
turns-
kid
Yeah, it's a kid.
that stumbles into a wizard
Yes,
who gives him the powers of Shazam.
of Shazam.
So who is Shazam originally? Is Shazam a thing? Is that more of an idea, not
It's
less
like-
of a person?
It's more of like a
Power.
power. Like you would now have the power
All
of
right.
Shazam.
And this wizard
yeah,
is
Merlin. Was it Merlin?
Merlin the wizard?
I think my if I can't remember, but it is a wizard, and the wizard uses Shazam to protect the power, the realm of mystic arts from.
I hate this already.
Yeah.
So Shazam,
It's very.
I know the character. Now, the movie. Did you see the movie? Was it
Yeah.
a good movie? Did
was
you like
okay.
it? It was okay.
It was cute.
It was cute. Okay, so Black Adam, how does he? So in contrast to Shazam, he is
His bad guy, his antithesis.
so
a-
Black Adam's a bad guy.
He's supposed to be more of. Yeah, in the later years, they've written him as more of an anti-hero rather than a hardcore villain.
Okay,
But he is supposed to be the heir apparent to Shazam.
so that's why their origin stories
Are
were
very
like,
their powers essentially come from the same.
And do they come about at the same time? Like,
Yeah.
does one kind of create the other? So like Shazam.
No, I think if I
gets
remember correctly, like Black Adam
his magic
was
and-
the original protector, and like he like well, of course like goes off the beaten path or whatever, and then
this
they create
wizard.
Shazam to protect them from Black Adam.
So did Merlin
I
create
think.
Black Adam? Or the wizard?
The wizard, I think so, or another wizard who's beefing with that wizard.
All right, we're gonna have to move
It's
off-
very
we're gonna have to move off this
convoluted.
topic.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I got nothing on it too. I'm
Yeah.
trying to follow it. I
It's
got
not-
Way to
nothing.
go, guys.
I'm usually
Way
real
to
good
go,
at this.
guys. All right, so Dwayne The Rock Johnson, he punted on the idea of them doing a collaborative.
I don't know why
film.
he would do that, but this is what happens when you get the Rock.
I feel like the Shazam thing. I always recall that looking really goofy to me.
Well,
Is Black Adam seems like a little bit more of a serious take.
I didn't expect. Well, I always expected for Shazam to be in this Black Adam movie in some capacity. Like they are intertwined.
I think.
They are each other's like
Yeah.
Killmonger to Black Panther,
Yeah.
Loki to Thor. Like they are like,
Got you.
and for them to not even have mention of each other, a post-credit scene or nothing is kind of another ball drop moment.
DC. I mean,
DC, man. It's just like I don't. It's like they had the Rock. They were like, "Who you want to do?" And he was like, "Black Adam." And he's like, "I don't want it to do anything with anybody." And it's like, "Oh,
He's
well,
trying to protect the brand.
I don't think Black Adam. Nobody knows who Black Adam is.
I certainly don't.
Yeah, it's just it would have had more legs if they attached it to Shazam.
Because Shazam is more notable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. Great. Love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Jonah Hill taking a break due to mental health.
I ain't mad at it.
He's apparently he has a documentary coming out. Josh, I'll have to look up the name of it. It's one word. It's like Schultz or something like that. But apparently it's like his Stutz. All right. So it's like his therapy sessions, like him and his therapist, I
Oh,
suppose.
no.
He's like documented the whole experience, and I guess that is coming out as a film. That kind of, I guess, I don't know, like an overview, a highlighting of his mental health journey, but
It's very sensitive, and
he has anxiety attacks. Apparently, he has a lot of them in social situations. He says that
I can
it's
imagine.
it's not really gotten much better, so he's trying to figure out, like,
Ways
trying to
to-
crack that code. Which, yeah, I mean, I can understand that. It's interesting given that, like, he's been in that line of work for so long,
Is
and
this
he
like
started
a-
kind of young. I feel like, so
Yeah, no,
you'd think he kind of would have like navigated some of that maybe by now.
your
but-
first movie is a blockbuster, a cult classic that will never go away. You will be forever known by that. And then he goes on to have a pretty successful career post that. Like, people know Jonah Hill, the name,
Yes.
the movies he's been in. So I feel like most people try to get a break in Hollywood and it takes them a long time, where his first movie was, boom, a smash, and he's been famous ever since. So, I mean, in the realm of probably needing a break, yeah. And then he's gotten also, like, the body shaming, and I can see him not really, like, adapting to Hollywood the way you would think someone would. So I take you a break, bro. You deserve it. Wolf of Wall Street was a classic. You had 2 classics. Take you a break.
I was confused because I was wondering if he was still going to act. I'm assuming not. I guess he's not really been in. Has he been in much lately? It just said that he was taking a break from, like, promoting his new documentary. It didn't really say that he was going to, like, dip out of acting altogether. But I guess maybe he's probably not doing tons of acting at the moment.
Is he a big social media person?
I don't think so. I don't believe so. All right.
See?
Sorry. Yeah. See, everybody wrapped up on their rum, feeling good.
Yeah. I want to give you a report here. The first one.
Let's go.
I'm having a lot of trouble finding it.
Oh.
There's an article here from the beginning of last year that said that they're looking. It's now available in the U.S. as of June last year, so it's fairly new, and that they're hoping to ramp production for this year. But I can't find it anywhere around here.
Not for sale.
I can tell you that Flaviar sells it for $78.99 for a 750.
Okay.
Okay.
The second one is available at some Total Wines, not in this area. It looks like Total has it for $46.99 and Flaviar has it for $44.99.
Okay.
All right.
I
Again,
guess we
for a
should use
750.
Total Wine as our benchmark of availability.
Pretty
It's
reasonably
pretty,
priced.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
All
And
right.
Total's pretty universal.
Yeah, like it's
Yeah.
everywhere. Yeah.
All right. See.
See.
Moving on. And we're figuring this out, I feel like.
I think we're
as we
getting in
go.
our groove. We're halfway
All right.
there.
Product of the USA. God bless. Whiskey.
Hulk Hogan.
We're back. We're back on the whiskey train.
We're Hulkamania.
Cracking this boy open. All right. Now,
I jumped the gun. I grabbed my.
I'm going to try to be more, like, reasonable about my pour
Me too.
so that we don't,
It is a whiskey. Product of the USA. It says it right there.
That's what I said. You taught me that. All right. It's a Yellowstone.
My favorite show right now.
Yellowstone is the name. Select Bourbon. Josh, maybe you can do a little quick Google on that.
Watch Kevin Costner's face pop up.
Yellowstone. And then Select Bourbon is the product, I suppose, we are sampling. All right. Need me to spell this one out for you, bud?
Yeah. Him.
You're good.
I'm good.
All right, I love it. I love it.
I haven't tasted it.
No, I'm not saying I love that.
Oh.
I'm saying I love this moment.
All right. This is a real productive show, but everybody's skill set to use.
Yeah, I'm just relaxing.
This Yellowstone is the whiskey of the month at Total Wine.
Oh, no kidding.
It's $57.99.
Okay.
Not available in this area.
Damn.
Yep.
I'm getting all kinds of exclusives right here.
I have a random question. Maybe Josh. I don't want to keep putting you to work, but maybe you
Always
can
here,
answer.
bud. What's up?
Total Wine is a franchise.
I go.
It's not a franchise.
It's
It's just a company.
company.
Yeah.
How does that work in states that are like Commonwealths, like Virginia, who own the distribution of? So I imagine there's no Total Wines in Virginia. There are. So how does that work if you can't like get a liquor license?
Well, I
like,
can't speak to Virginia or Massachusetts.
Massachusetts, yeah.
Right. Or like some counties like Wycomico County in Maryland. But generally that only applies to hard alcohol, not to beer and wine.
beer and wine.
Generally.
Gotcha.
So imagine they still do okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So everybody go ahead.
Smells great.
Get a little sip of that. It does smell very nice.
A little on the sweeter side.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting.
Yeah.
It's very like I don't know. I put it in the kind of unique category. It kind of hits you with some different flavors right up in the front.
Tastes like Montana.
All right. She-Hulk, is that out?
Yeah, I watched the first episode today.
You watched it today.
Yep.
When did it come out? Today?
Today.
Yesterday. Today.
Today.
It came out today.
Today.
If you're from Baltimore, today.
All right.
Yesterday.
I always felt as if it looked like a very goofy
It is
experience.
It's
Is it?
so. I'll say this,
tell me
man.
more.
It had a really rocky build up. It looked.
You're
very,
just meaning that like the trailers and
Yeah.
kind of like the PR in the beginning.
And today, when I watched it, I was thoroughly entertained. Not because I'm a comic book enthusiast, MCU fan. This was fun
yeah.
and adult.
Okay.
It had
Adult.
its It was an MCU comedy for adults. So I was on board for that.
Even though it's a Disney Plus show,
Yeah.
you feel like you'd put it in the adult category.
It's safe for children, but the context,
It's like Pixar.
yeah. A lot of it is adult, which was cool.
I've not watched it yet,
You'll enjoy it.
but I will.
The young lady that plays
I'm
She-Hulk
gonna
is very well, does very well. Mark Ruffalo is back as the Hulk.
Yep. Now, is his character? Do you get the sense that he's going to be around for like the
Yeah.
course of the show? He's kind of like
Yeah, like
He's
they. I don't want to.
don't spoil anything.
Yeah,
just-
no, without.
But you get the sense that he's going to be
Yeah,
around
I
because
get
there
a
was
s-
some questioning about whether or not he was going to be kind of
maybe like a one-off. He gets a quick
Yeah.
appearance and then he's done. No,
No, you don't get that sense.
No.
Okay.
Not from the first episode. No.
All right, very good, great. And then there's been, I guess, some. Interestingly enough, I feel like they've kind of admitted to the fact that she's going to be in Secret Wars, that she has a role to play in the future Avengers films. It feels like they're far off, so I'm surprised that people are kind of already committing themselves to it at this stage.
There's
Especially-
so many characters
TV show
in the
characters.
Marvel stable now, which they already had a lot,
Yeah.
and now there's even more, and a lot of those characters will still be coming back.
Yeah.
So I think they're trying to up the ante with apparently the end of this saga, of course, will be Secret Wars. So they'll have to, in some way, incorporate every single one of these characters, which is the only way to up the Endgame ante, right? Is to go to the next level.
I don't know, and Mark Ruffalo would disagree with me on this, but I don't really know if they'll hit that again. I feel like that was very special time and place because it was kind of this culmination for the first
Yeah.
time of this like huge string of movies and all of these like events, right? And so I feel like that was a really big deal. And you had all these characters that are,
Of course, the first time we
widely-
ever saw something like
widely
this,
cared
yeah.
for. And so I feel like a lot of that is lost at this stage in the game. I don't care for much of the MCU at this stage. Like I'm kind of checked out on a lot of them. Like the TV show characters are
Yeah,
so
a little campy.
So I feel like by
Yeah.
the time you even get to the Avengers films in these further phases, I feel as if a lot of that spark is gone. A lot of that magic is gone. Like I I remember going to see Endgame and it feeling very special and
Yeah.
you know.
All right, we did an
monumental.
Infinity War special. Like,
Yes, that's
felt
correct.
really gutted after the Infinity War and very redeemed after Endgame.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really know what to expect. I can't. They're gonna have to introduce some type of new dynamic to cap this off the right way. And I think Secret Wars is going to be the end of the MCU as we actively know it, with all of these characters. Like after this, all of these characters will be done, because Feige came out earlier this week and said the next saga will be focused solely on the mutants. So I think we'll be done with everything that's going on in the MCU as it is, and they'll get a soft reboot with the mutants in 2025, whatever.
All right.
So not much longer, man. We'll get back to some new stuff.
Maybe, I hope. I don't know. I just feel like I don't really care for any of the characters that we're dealing with right now.
They're all. This is so the Avengers themselves were C-list, D-list characters, right?
Yeah.
They had sold all the good characters: the X-Men, Fantastic Four, the Hulk, Spider-Man. They were all not in the wheelhouse to use. So they had to use what they had, and what was left was the Avengers, which is not, they're not at that time popular. So they took unpopular characters and made them popular. They made them household names. So, a gift and a curse, they have to build out from those branches until it's done.
I got you.
So we're going to get a lot of characters introduced between now and Secret Wars to kind of run the wheelhouse, and then we'll go into the mutant stuff.
All right.
So they kind of have a fresh slate.
Who has got the cap to this? More importantly. Oh, there it is.
Right here. Guilty.
Why don't you give that a little toss? Let's see
Yep.
if we can do this here. Big time.
Oh, there we go.
There it
There
is.
it is.
Teamwork.
All right.
What we got across the board? I liked it.
I was less enthused about this in comparison to the prior two, if that helps you at all. I mean, I feel like we're on this trajectory of giving everything 4s across the board. So I might say that I'll give Yellowstone a pass. If it were up against the other two, I might say no.
Yeah. Okay. In comparison to the other two, it's not as exciting. Still good.
It was unique on it was a unique,
Yeah,
for sure. Had a unique flavor profile, definitely. I don't know if it was like my favorite of the series. So
Josh, Isaiah?
let's go with that.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Not going to give
I mean,
it a vote.
I agree with what Taylor said there.
Okay. So two.
So I don't know. You can.
Is that a check or an X? Where are we going? Yes or no?
Yes or no?
Yes or no?
Yeah.
No.
No.
All right.
No.
2 no's.
No? You don't like
No.
it?
3 no's.
All right, I'll give it a 1. I liked it. I'll give it a 1.
3 no's for Yellowstone.
Damn.
Yeah. All right. Very good. All right. We're moving on. We're getting to the end of it here, guys. All right. Great. Going to Vial D. All right. And I know that I'm not doing this the right way. I'm just going to throw the
It
sticker
doesn't
right
matter.
on here because I like to just get right into it.
I
But
don't
you know
why I keep
what?
putting this up.
This is like a, create your own adventure kind of thing,
I like this. This is a good format. We do a whiskey, we do a topic.
Yeah, that's great.
Or a drink or whatever they
All
send
right.
us.
Now, this name I'm going to butcher. This is a product of Scotland. It's the Glenalashi.
Yeah, I don't need to see that.
Glen
I'm not even gonna
Alashi,
try to
15-year-old. The Glen Alashi. I'll pass it over to you.
It's a whiskey?
A whiskey is what it says up here. I'm guessing it's a Scotch. I would think. I don't know.
It starts with a
It
G.
says whiskey on here, but I would think it's a Scotch.
All right.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna pour a bit in my glass. I'll pass it over to you. You can get the
I'll toss it to Josh.
spelling from the vial if you'd like. Josh, you can try to look up the correct pronunciation of that.
The Glen Alashi. Wow.
Yeah.
The Glen Alashi.
The Glen Alashi. I'm sure we're saying that wrong. And then while you're doing all that, we'll just kind of, I guess, start working through some watch list stuff. I got to be honest. I was not a little light on the topics this
Yeah,
week. I
news
feel
was
like. There
a
wasn't
little
ton
light
of-
this week, and that's
ton of
okay.
news, ton of movie news.
Glad Flaviar came through for the boys.
Yeah, that has been a good portion
was
of the
fun.
episode. And we still have another vial to go. So there's just whiskey all
We
around.
didn't even crack the bottle I got. We'll just leave that for next week. I will taste it when it shows up.
We've got all
Josh.
kinds of stuff to drink. Oop, there it is. All right, so you started Sandman.
I did. Yep, I did. I am 3 episodes in. They're very long. They're like hour and 10 sometimes.
You don't sound enthused.
No, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. It started. It's very whimsical. Like you meet characters that are like
Whimsical.
they're, for instance, Cain and Abel are in it.
Yeah.
Right.
Now,
Fairy tale characters.
Are they
biblical.
portrayed as people, or
They are in
portrayed-
the
are they animated?
their dreams, and
Sounds very.
it's it. I don't
It's 2
I don't
weeks
really
in a row
know
I'm
how
trying to
to
figure this out.
explain it.
You want me to take that?
I'm
You want to put it
enjoying
back?
I'm
You
cool.
want to hold?
Oh,
Okay. You gotta just. I feel like you're.
kind of like talking with it.
Yeah. Thank you. Oh, there's
like-
a little nip left in there. All right, very good. Well, we'll set
He
that right
meets.
there.
I want to
Come
say
back to it.
one of his allies becomes Constantine, but I think this is a deviation from John Constantine, and she's Joanna Constantine, right? Who is an actual DC character? So that was weird for me, and I didn't really do the research. I'm almost 4. I think, yeah.
Okay. Before you jump to any conclusions, watch.
Got it. Okay. All right. But it's
jumping to conclusions,
it's entertaining.
Good grief.
You know, like I'm enjoying it. I like the way it's done. It's very whimsical and in the sci-fi fantasy realm.
Yeah.
It keeps my attention.
Okay.
So, yeah.
But you're not like in love with it. You're kind of so.
I don't know.
50-50?
I don't know.
TBD?
Yeah, I think I enjoy very whimsical.
You
Stuff.
really love the word whimsical.
You say it a lot.
That's the only real way I can really. Have you watched it?
No, I've
No.
not.
Okay, then
I'm less
you'll-
likely to now that you keep saying it's whimsical.
Okay, think about it as a more entertaining like Witcher.
it's
like-
more entertaining than The Witcher.
Yeah.
Okay.
With, you know the way like the Witcher people talk, like
Yes.
yeah. But
Yeah,
this is yeah. They don't talk like that, but it's kind of the same type of imagery and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, and like a little easier to follow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. But and you want to like it more than you do like The Witcher.
Well, I didn't like The Witcher at all.
You didn't like The Witcher at all.
Nah.
Season 1 and 2, you just
No.
checked out. Did you watch both?
It's too dark. I couldn't see it. I literally couldn't
Hold
see
on,
it. It's too
wait a
dark.
minute. You're saying that the whole season, 1 and 2,
Very dark.
it's so
I had to turn
dark.
the brightness up on my TV just to watch it. And I was like, I can't do this every episode.
I never experienced that.
Maybe I got nice TVs, I would think.
Are you sure we're thinking of the same thing?
The Witcher, Henry
And
Cavill?
Game of Thrones.
Not Game of Thrones. Nah, Henry Cavill.
It takes place like in like snowy, like alpine, like winterscapes.
Every time I seen it, I only remember seeing like Henry Cavill like coming out of the shadows. I'm like, this is so
well,
dark.
yeah, he's supposed to. It's like
Yeah,
a
this is so
sultry kind
dark.
of man of mystery.
Yeah, and it wasn't for me.
Okay, very good. All right, no, it's okay. I mean, I always thought that I wanted to like The Witcher more than I did.
I didn't play the game.
I feel like it
either.
should be better than it should be.
Did you play the game?
No.
Oh,
I feel like it should be better than it is.
yeah, it should be.
Yeah.
The Witcher
They
was,
poured so much money into it. It's
Yeah.
like, I mean, it's intense, but
so I kind of think it's along the lines of that. Like it's kind of sci-fi fantasy.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it again.
whimsical.
Whimsical.
Damn it.
Like in that, Dungeons and Dragons type shit. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if they would describe themselves as whimsical, but it's all right. Oh man, I'm trying to
I
think
didn't
if
taste
I.
this.
Yeah, get into it. It's delicious. This one, I will say, is this is a winner for me. This is a winner up top.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of this. No, not for you.
An interesting flavor.
All right, that's all good.
Tastes like nuts.
Here we are.
Tastes like almonds. To me.
No, that's just cyanide poisoning.
No, it's just sulfur, buddy.
All right.
You
Well,
keep
the
talking.
further we get into this, the more divided we're becoming, which I feel good about. If I'm being honest.
It's got a really whimsical flavor.
Ah, yes, indeed.
There it is.
We come full circle.
I thought you were going to give me a nut joke there.
He's working on it.
Yeah, that one's not for me.
Not for you. Okay, very good.
Wow. That one, what is the Glenalashi?
Yeah, look at it.
Can you
and
just give me a
judge
little
it.
bit of spell? Glen.
GLENALLACHIE.
CHIE. Got it.
Christ.
You mean you can't see my writing on the chalkboard?
I can barely see it, actually, now that I think about it.
I told you.
Did you write in cursive?
It's. I have a.
No. All right, very good.
My writing is like half cursive, half.
Remember in elementary school when they tried to make everybody write in cursive?
And that's my staple now, and I
Did
can't
everyone-
get away from it.
You all have to do that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a horror story about learning how to write.
Bullshit.
I'm like the last generation of kids that had to write in cursive.
Yeah, do they still do that now?
No.
They
no.
don't. So cursive is like a dead language.
Yes. And I can't.
Really?
Yeah.
These days have no clue.
No. I like leave a note for my.
Barely read it.
I leave a note for my son. And he's like, I can't read this shit because this is my writing. It's like half cursive, half regular font. And he's just like, what?
Man,
So I got to
I
text
feel
him
like
everything.
I spent a really, like, in my childhood, a large portion of it was spent stressing out
About
over
the capital
cursive
letter, the
handwriting.
lowercase letter in cursive. Yes.
Which letters to be connected, which ones to be left alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. And mathematics in general, because the concept of like, well, you'll never just have a calculator with you all the time.
Yeah, that was a fucking lie.
Yeah.
It's just,
I mean,
I used to.
I understand the thought, but it didn't turn out to be like hindsight.
Look at us now, you fucking boomers.
I mean, the cursive thing, you can't sell me on that. I get it. Like, okay, sure. Like maybe somebody didn't foresee a phone, but even back then, calculators were not that big. And it's like if you're in a line of work where math is that important, you mean to tell me you don't have a calculator? They're all solar powered. Those little like shitty calculators we had back then. Technology was there.
I don't know, though. I'd also argue with cursive. Maybe we're going too deep into this. Is that you didn't really know how the computers were going to be everywhere. When we were learning cursive.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there was still regular like letters. Like
You could just
still
write.
write that
But it's
way.
much faster to write in cursive. Was
Or
the
you-
selling point?
That's the
if
that's
you
the
can if
theory.
you can write in cursive correctly, yeah, it's significantly faster.
Yeah, if you're not suffering from Parkinson's.
See, this is a theory that I did
6,
not know.
7.
What is with you
I was
tonight?
unaware of this theory.
Gotta just cut out blocks of this episode.
There are so many kids who don't know how to write a signature.
Yeah.
They don't know
They
how to
never.
write cursive.
Well, yeah, it's crazy.
I had a
You
really
just
bad experience with
scribble.
signatures a few years ago when I went to get my motorcycle endorsement. She had me sign, for my
Flex.
license,
Flex.
and she's, yeah, I know, just a little bit. And she made me do it 6 times. She said that each letter had to be visible. A signature is something unique. It's
Yeah.
not just a
Yeah,
demonstration
correct.
on writing.
Right.
So my license, and then when Maryland started doing the vote by mail, I was all worried because they were going to use the signature
Yeah.
MBA signature to validate.
Yeah.
I got to write like a preschooler to vote.
Yeah.
J.
Yeah, right.
Oh.
It takes me like 10 seconds to figure out my first name.
Man,
Yeah.
I used to
Anyway.
cut out in the back of composition notebooks. They used to have a little like multiplication table, like
Oh yeah.
charts.
Yeah.
I used to cut those out and I would hide them in my sleeves on test day.
Ooh.
Yeah, because like
Quality.
math and numbers, man.
You and me both.
It's not-
Math was. I was a senior in algebra. Algebra.
Oh God. What a time.
Yeah. Now
I feel like something that
computations-
wasn't appreciated though at that time was like ingenuity, right? Because there's something to
Do you
be
mean cheating?
Yeah, correct. There's something to be said about it, though, right? Like
Sure,
there
yeah.
is, if you can be clever enough to get away with it, I think it should count.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like this, that's life,
Yeah.
exactly. Like what a valuable
Yep.
lesson, right?
Yeah.
If you can figure it out in the real world, then it works. It counts.
Yeah.
It's I don't know.
It's ingenuity.
I think that there shouldn't be rules against cheating. I think it should just be
by
like
any means possible.
you got to take this test.
Pass it.
Yeah,
That's it.
Pass it.
So, like,
You can't have stuff like I can't know that you're cheating, but like if you get away with it, great. If I find out after the fact, it's like, well, you got away with it. Good for you. That's life.
Shame on me, right?
apparently in China,
Ah, my.
China.
Here's the Google search that I just did, okay?
It says
And
cheating.
He said China, and what I did is I started typing China cheat. And then I went, hold on, private browsing, DuckDuckGo, because my Google search ended up being Chinese culture of cheating.
Wow.
But maybe I should. And I found the article that I was looking for.
We're
But go
talking
ahead.
about China.
Day. I mean, even to this day, right? Back in the day, there used to be, in order to get anywhere in society,
Yeah.
whether school, get a good job, you had to take standardized tests.
Yeah.
And the test would be increasingly hard to the point where only like 10% of the people who took them could pass them. So what ended up happening was a culture of cheating developed. And it stopped being whether you could learn the information.
This is how well you could cheat.
How well you
with,
could cheat.
Yeah.
You could not learn the information well enough to pass it on your own. So
Yeah.
everyone has to cheat.
So they're all cheaters.
Remember those teachers that used to give you like an index card and they'd be like, you can write down whatever
Fill
you
it.
want on this index
Yeah.
card, but that's all you can have.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What a weird game they played back in the day.
Well,
you really don't.
They
when you're-
wanted you to pass. So they're
That's
like,
true because
yeah.
it makes them look better. Remember
Right.
curves? Like when like everybody would just like fail and then the teacher would be like, all right, I'm just going to curve it up
There
to
was
the best in the
one-
class. Yeah. What a time.
If you were a good student, that curve hurt you.
There was one smart ass that got like a 98, and my ass got like a 43.
Well, the curve, I feel like, at least as I recall it in my school, the curve worked for the smart kid because the smartest, whoever like whatever the best grade was, that was basically bumped to 100.
Right.
So like that threshold of 100 became whatever the best grade was. So the smartest kid, if he got like an 86 on his test, that all of a
gives
sudden
everybody 14
he became
points.
100, and
Right.
everybody else was bumped up to that scale. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing with curves is the higher the highest score is,
Yeah,
the harder it is for the lowest score
To get,
up.
sure.
yeah.
So
So it doesn't,
if
I mean,
the highest is a 76 and the lowest is a 43, great. That 43 is going to pass.
Yeah.
But if the highest is
92. Yeah.
Well,
You
that's
only get
why,
8
yeah,
points,
the smart kid can't be too smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking
Ew.
nerds.
There's no curves in
This
those
is
AP
all
classes.
just people trying to get by is what I've learned at the end of the day.
Yep.
Cheat. That's the moral of the story. Cheat your
Yep.
way through.
Cheat your way through life, kids. All right,
All right.
so
Can we get back to this real quick?
Yeah, let's go.
It's Glenalachie.
Glenalachie, not she.
Yes.
Glenalachie. All right, well, here
I
we go.
learned this from what appears to be a wealthy American lawyer.
Oh my god. Now I'm sure
Wow.
if we watched,
As all who doubles as an alcoholic.
Yes,
I'm
right.
sure
He
if
doesn't
we
double, he
watched the
spoke.
little, I'm sure if we watched the little videos that accompany it, I'm sure they would help you
Oh,
with
because
the
there's
pronunciation. I would
QR
suspect.
codes on the
Yeah, I'm sure that you would get some of that pronunciation kind of out of the way. All right,
last one. Last topic.
one, which is E. Oh well, let's vote for this one real quick.
Oh, yeah,
because
yeah.
you did not like
Nah, I
it.
didn't bang with it.
Josh did not like it. Isaiah, you liked it.
this is great.
Great. I liked it. I enjoyed it. So that's a 2.
As in Baltimore, we say 2.
2. All right. So this should basically be nothing. Then this should just be.
Wait, like the D? Tuesday?
This should be the worst one.
Tuesday. Oh man, my
All right.
New York friends are gonna eat this episode up.
You want to talk about the Ravens?
Yeah, they play tonight. Is that it? We're gonna end out on them? Are they on yet? Yeah, they're on.
I got to be honest, guys. I just poured way too much of this.
Brilliant.
Pour some of that into
No,
yours.
no. Just
Are you sure?
yeah,
Because
bro.
like I didn't mean to. I poured like half the vial. That was
heavy
my bad.
pour. Oh shit!
No, that's what I'm saying. Like you should take some out of this.
Yeah,
And then yeah. Because like I hit way too much.
So we have been pretty like dead on how we score these.
What do you mean?
Taste it first before I take some, considering there isn't much.
Did we get
There's half.
Did we get a
No,
price
we're good.
point on? Did we get a price point on the last
On the
one?
Glenalachi. I should have wrote
Oh,
the
you
prices.
know what?
on
I
it.
didn't.
And it's scotch. It's probably expensive because it's a 15 scotch.
I should have wrote the prices. I didn't. I'll do that next time.
It's all good.
Put
All right.
them in the comments. Like and subscribe below.
Dan,
There you go.
like and subscribe below. God bless. I don't have any more movie news, TV news. I've not really watched anything. I got to be honest. I've been.
Oh, that's right. We're supposed to do
I've
watch
been
lists.
I've been
Oh,
super
we did
busy.
that.
We talked about yours, yeah. I've been very busy, so I've not really watched much. 90 days. I've kept up with that a little bit, but I've not watched anything that was new. I've been rewatching some old stuff, like old crime documentaries on HBO, just to kind of pass the time while I'm doing work and stuff.
I gotta get back into that.
Oh, so I did the Scientology one after I gassed you up on it.
Send that to me because
It's
I
on
haven't.
HBO. I don't think. I mean,
Just Scientology
Yeah,
HBO.
it's the only one.
Then the suits show up in my house if I Google it.
DuckDuckGo and
I'll
Private
tell you
Browsing.
what, though,
DuckDuckGo.
not to go down a rabbit hole, but boy, oh boy, is the Scientology stuff a weird reality. That's a dark time. I mean, most like cults are, but
So you're saying it's along the lines of a cult.
Strange.
It's not a religion. It's a cult.
Well, I mean, aren't they all kind of the same thing? They're not.
As two
Thank you.
two preacher's sons.
Yeah, no, I mean, I feel like, and again, I don't know the exact definitions, and we don't need to get like super like, biblical or whatever, but
Oh, we didn't get a name.
yeah, let's pause on that thought. I had it pulled up and then I got distracted. God damn
It's
it.
not on the bottom. Oh no, it's not on the card.
Is it, did I
E?
not, I moved the sticker over, didn't it? No, I did not.
Did you drop it?
I'm missing the sticker.
Are we drunk?
Give us a second. Bushmills, 16-year-old single malt. This is an Irish whiskey.
Is it spelled like it sounds?
Bushmill, Bushmills. Yeah, this Bushmills is around. Certainly can get your hands on that one if you want
I
to.
haven't tasted it yet.
It's like the Jameson, pretty much.
Irish whiskey.
It's Jameson's competitor.
It is $160
Oh my gosh.
for a 750. Yep. At,
For the-
How is that
for the
Jameson's main
16
competitor?
years.
Sorry for the Bushmill.
For the Bushmills.
15-year-old Irish whiskey.
Right.
This
But-
is 16.
16-year-old.
16.
Right.
Jameson is $25. This is 160.
Yes, but which Jameson?
You're thinking of
Which?
the
Oh, okay.
Right.
All right. Okay.
Bushmills
Okay.
in general is like Pepsi's Jameson's Coke.
Yep.
Which Bushmills are we drinking though?
This
The
is
16.
16-year-old single
This
malt.
the $160 one.
Yes.
Pricey boy.
Does Jameson even have a bottle that costs that much?
The cheapest.
Yeah, of course.
they do. Yeah. The cheapest Bushmills is $18.50.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. I see where we're at.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Yep.
So, I don't want to divide the room, but back to religions and cults.
Please.
Please carry on. I don't like
Again, I don't know the definitions, so give me some forgiveness in that regard. But I guess the Scientology thing, my point being is like it is a large group of people that all have decided that they would like to believe in a certain thing, and they have their own religious texts, if you will. Now, they were not written that long ago. And so I think in contrast to another religion, for example, like Christianity or something like that, like I think you can make the argument of like, okay, well, you can believe what you want to believe, right? So what makes a cult versus that, maybe Scientology is better to refer to it as a religion. I don't know. But you seem to have some knowledge of this.
So the thing that makes a cult is
Yes.
the
Sacrifice.
The Kool-Aid.
Yeah, like what's the
the progression of the religion
Yeah.
tends to revolve around the person,
Yes.
not
Right.
the faith.
What's his name from Waco?
But
They evolved by him versus.
but
Well,
then
I
what's-
guess you could say.
who's Jesus then?
Yeah, you could say it was
So
around.
like the leader will kind of make themselves a grand being, or like if the leader dies, then
It's over.
The religion kind of dies. But with
So if the leader dies and it carries forth, you're saying
so-
And
this
then
gets
then
really
it's a
It
weird.
religion.
starts a cult,
So-
and
It
then it
starts
becomes
as a
a religion,
cult,
is
man.
what I'm hearing based on this description.
Because the
Okay.
dogma continues, and that's what carries the religion.
Gotcha.
Not the charisma of the leader.
All right, so in
What about Santa?
going with that, Scientology, there have been more than one leader.
Is there a
And it has
Scientology
continued.
guy? Like a guy? Like a
yeah,
So they have
yeah.
a like,
Hubbard?
leader of the religion.
L. Ron Hubbard. Yep.
L. Ron
Mhm.
Hubbard is the
Grand
he's the
Wizard.
creator of Scientology.
Yeah.
Yes.
The suits are gonna show up at my house tonight. As soon as I get home.
The thing with Scientology is he is still the focal point
Of the religion. Of the
It
okay.
has not expanded
Past
beyond
him.
Its creator, and the dogma does not take precedence.
He hasn't anointed a next guy.
Yeah,
No, there is a next guy. He's dead. There is another guy. They just look to Hubbard now as like he's like their beacon.
So you become the next guy and you die?
No, he's just like running the show.
He's
now.
the original guy.
Hubbard's
And
the
he got
original
rid of
guy.
the second guy? Oh, yeah, this is shady as fuck. He got rid of him.
Anyway, I watched that again.
I love this that you have almost
Very
no
hard.
idea what you're talking about. but we're arguing so intently, just the three of us.
If you notice with Scientology, you don't really know anything about what's it about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no
You
clue.
don't know what God,
I told you I saw that one building and it looked like a candle shop. Like I didn't.
the gods are. You don't know anything.
Meanwhile, it's probably a
Sure.
portal in the basement.
All right. How did you lose?
That's where his wife went.
How did you lose the board
I'm
responsibility?
sending it around for all of us to sign
passed
because
it
we
around.
talked about signatures. I wanted to see everybody sign.
Oh, we're all signing.
And then I'll snap it and
This
put it on.
is strange. All right.
It's a fun giveaway.
We didn't. I love how we didn't even rate the last one. It's just everyone's just signing it now. What the hell is wrong
We're
with
5 shots in. What do you want me to
you?
do?
All right. Has everyone tasted the Bushmills yet?
Yeah.
Yes.
This is a good. What are you? Are you
Yeah,
in?
I'm in.
No, this sounds.
I don't know if I like it. I don't know.
Oh, I think I like it.
Take a second with it then.
Yeah.
Did you?
Is there more?
You
No.
finished it?
I only had a little bit. The vial's only so big.
We gotta max these bottles out. These vials gotta
We
get.
gotta
bigger.
dilute these vials, man.
How big are the vials? Does it say on it? It has to.
50 milliliter.
50
milliliter.
milliliters.
Just lick the inside of it.
Stigma.
No. Yes. Yes. I'll go with the yes. All right. I've finally got my hands on the board. Here we go.
It has a.
Oh,
it's the
God.
aftertaste I don't like about it.
Okay.
Yeah, it has an aftertaste.
All
me,
right. So Bushmills got a 3 out of 4.
that's fine.
Because you didn't vote for it.
No.
Yeah, you're not
I-
correct. But the 3 of us liked it.
Yeah.
We enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm out of the house.
That's it.
I'll sign
I'm out of
this.
the
Yep.
Big Brother house.
You can like snuff your torch out. You know what's really funny about this? You said a few minutes ago, I'm not drunk or I am drunk or whatever the joke was. With 50 milliliter vials, we've all had essentially one shot at this point.
Really?
1.7 ounces is
Good
what
for
we've
us.
all
That's
had if
it?
we split it evenly.
Well, it was
And
definitely
it does
not
seem
even.
like, no, of course not. But it does seem like quite a, you know.
More. It seems more than what it was.
yeah,
All right.
whimsical show.
A whimsical episode indeed.
Grand Wizard.
We'll get to the Ravens next time.
Yeah. It's preseason.
It's
We only got
preseason.
time.
We'll get to the Ravens next time. Very good.
Let's hope Lamar signs that contract.
Good
all.
grief. All right. Flaviar.
Shout out
Box
Flaviar.
set.
Thanks, guys.
This was very good. I
This is
enjoyed it.
Awesome way to do the show.
I would say bigger vials maybe, but again, there are
Well, they're not
four-
designed for
or
four
less
people.
people.
4 people. Yeah, less people maybe. A spiritual journey. I like what they did there. Play on words. It's very good.
Yeah, spiritual
There you go.
journey. I like
All right.
that. Whimsical.
Boom. All right,
We
and
done?
I like the inclusion of rum. I enjoyed that.
Oh yeah, that was a dope idea.
That was
That
good.
was fun.
Yeah.
I like breaking it up. a
Wonder if
little
they'll
bit.
do like other stuff like vodka.
I think you can get
tequila.
all. Yeah, there's all different kinds of box sets. Like you can order like I think like tequila ones or vodka ones, or there's all different things on their website. You can check it out. A lot of options. Maybe we can get one of those. Maybe
Yeah.
we can get like a vodka one or a tequila one.
I'll
What's
buy
your
it.
favorite?
I'll buy it if you want. I don't care.
What's your favorite
Spirit?
spirit? If you had to go like
Spirits-
if you had
spirits-
to have one for the rest of your life.
For the rest of my life,
Yeah, not like a specific bottle, but I'm saying like if
type.
it was
Yeah.
just like a type,
A
for the
rum, a
rest of your
gin.
life.
Yeah.
I'd have to say vodka, and I'll say why.
Do you say
I never had a vodka hangover. You never smell like vodka if you drink too much of it. Personally, I don't
okay? Carry
like.
on.
You never heard like if you're gonna drink during the day, drink vodka because you can't smell it. If you got to go back to work and shit. Yeah. And
I've heard it now.
yeah. And I think it's easy. It's kind of easy. Maybe I'm Russian. I don't know.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be. I don't know.
What was that Black Russian in John Wick?
I don't know.
Couldn't tell you. We got to hire
Vodka
someone to
Man?
fact check. I don't know.
I'm guessing you're a vodka guy.
Yeah.
Vodka
yeah,
guy.
because it's so
Vodka.
versatile. All right, never mind.
You're
It doesn't.
looking at
It
me
doesn't
crazy.
matter
You
why
want
I like it.
vodka.
It doesn't matter why I like it. No, just move on to him. That's fine.
I want to know now. You're being
Explain.
secretive. I want to know.
No, because he just moved on. I was just being shitty to him. It's fine. It's not you. You're good. It's him.
Let's go.
Fuck
No,
you,
it's just
fuck
so
you,
you
fuck
could.
you.
You're
You're
cool,
good.
right? No, you could just do so much with it.
You just like the
the variety of
the
what you do.
variety.
I mean,
of
if I'm gonna have one spirit for the rest of my life, I'm not gonna just drink straight vodka, right? I'm
Can
gonna
you
be
drink
able
it
straight,
to. I'm gonna have a
lemonade,
right. I can do so many different things.
orange.
Yep.
Moscow Mule.
All right.
Yep. Cosmos.
Cosmo.
Oh, love me
Dirty
a Cosmo.
Martini.
I don't really do. I feel like I don't really mess with too many cocktails.
We're
or
not
drinks
cocktail guys,
really
no.
that
Yeah.
like have vodka in it.
When I drink vodka,
I
drink
don't.
it
I
straight.
feel like it's not. I don't know. Maybe
Do you do a lot of whiskey drinks? What do you?
I'll do whiskey drinks or tequila drinks. I'll gin one once in a while. I just feel like when I'm at restaurants, I feel like a lot of times the cocktail lists or menus have less vodka related drinks on there. Like
Yeah, I
it's-
could see that.
Yeah,
the
that
other
too.
ones seem a little more creative. Vodka is maybe a little more run of the mill and
College-y.
potentially.
Yeah.
I guess I don't really like peruse vodka that often. I should.
Vodka is meant to be
I'm also
meant to be mixed because it's a tasteless, odorless spirit.
exactly,
Yeah.
and that's
I have
why
a-
I'm
have
like,
you guys
yeah,
had
give me
oat
vodka.
vodka before?
I have
Oat?
not.
I have.
No.
I got a vodka for you guys. A High West vodka. You got to try.
love
What
to.
about you?
It's between whiskey and rum.
Well, he's-
Because they effectively serve the same purpose.
Yeah.
But you can smell
All
rum.
right.
You can smell all of them.
You can't smell vodka.
You can smell all.
I was gonna say, dude, this vodka
can
theory
smell
that
it.
you have, like, I'll allow you your fiction, but this is not.
You
right.
sounded like you sounded like a
drunk?
17-year-old
Yeah.
saying you can't smell it.
You can't smell it.
What was the other reason you gave? You can't smell it.
Can't
and
smell
what?
it because it's clear,
And you don't
like-
get hangovers from it.
Yeah, I've
What
never
a
got
bizarre
it.
theory.
I mean, of course,
So
you get a
interesting.
hangover from anything. You drink too much of
My
it, but
God.
I've drank enough vodka. I wake up, I'm okay.
Anyway,
All right.
all
I'm a
right.
whiskey person, although a rum is pretty cool, but I'm a whiskey person as of now.
You said for the rest of my life,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, if I gotta go the rest of my life, it's probably gonna be rum.
but I think every alcohol has its occasion.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not the debate.
Yeah,
Not the debate.
rest of my life vodka. But
Yeah, we're just talking like,
every day I'll drink a whiskey.
desert island scenarios.
Yep.
We're not talking.
Yeah.
I'd laugh-
You did also. You said for
Luxuries.
now. You like
No,
to
what I
have
was
for
saying
now.
was, like,
yeah.
yeah.
I have more recently have kind of just been kind of getting into the rum thing, and rum was one of those things that I feel like was always kind of my experience with it has been not the best. Like it's just, but I also didn't know that much about rums. Like there's really good rums.
Are you purchasing rum right now?
Yeah, I have.
I
them.
agree with Isaiah. It depends on the island. Like, there's a
Fair.
huge difference.
Fair.
It much like I like it because it serves, like I said, it serves the same purpose as whiskey.
Yeah.
If you get a whiskey from one place in the world, it's gonna taste drastically different.
Yeah. Yeah.
than the other
Yeah.
place in the world.
Yeah, okay.
Whereas with vodka and gin,
Don't really.
they're the same thing. Gin has juniper berries.
Yeah. I got you.
All right.
All right.
I'm with that.
Great.
Well, I'll stick with whiskey.
Love it.
for now. All right. Episode 27.
On the books.
Like, share, subscribe.